Joey. We rescued him. He was in pretty bad shape. He's been living with us for, how long do you think he's been with us? Just over a month and a week. And he's doing much better. So he's going to be in the video today. Hey, his favorite thing is food, which isn't surprising for a pig. And he's been a great addition to the family. And he loves his belly rubbed.
Luckily, I don't need my boat.
No time. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even when I pet Joe.
Yeah. Woo.
And I play video games.
All right, do that.
This is my Xbox controller. It's here. Is my name Rockwell? I'm gonna throw my stuff in the lava. Joey always lets me. Today we're doing number block 14.
Oh, we are?
Yes.
I should play then too.
Which the controller?
Got it. I understand now.
Hello. Wow. We can make it 1, 2, 3.
So 14 is next?
Yes.
And it looks pretty much the same except there's 4 on the left-hand side.
No, it's
The right-hand
4
side.
on the top. A square 4 on the top.
Oh, okay.
2 by 2.
And what color are they?
It's the 4 is gonna be lime color.
Joey, don't eat the tripod. Don't eat the tripod. No.
And the 10 is
Joey,
gonna
don't
be
eat the
the
tripod.
same as this.
Thank you.
15 by 2 by 2 by 2.
Yeah. Can we talk about something?
Yes.
Earlier, I called you an anti-vacker. Do you remember why? Because you and Henry, both of you don't like vacuums. You're afraid of them. Actually, it's maybe for Henry, he doesn't trust them. And for you, they bother you, right? Vacuums, they're too loud. I get it. I couldn't just listen to vacuums. They're just too much. Woo. No sudden movements around the pig.
Google Images number blocks 14.
Here are some images of number blocks 14 from the web.
So this is number block 14. Has a 4 on the top, has a 10
Got
on
it.
the bottom.
Perfect. All right, so back to the anti-vacker thing. So that's a silly thing to call somebody who's afraid of vacuums. I just made it up.
Henry.
I thought it was a funny joke. Maybe it was even inappropriate. But it just goes to show you that even though people who are opposed to vacuums, or animals peoples,
What?
cat people who are afraid of vacuums.
Baby slimes are fine.
I forgot to count. So can you do the front 20 wide?
1, 2, 3,
Are you gonna
4,
count 'em?
5, 6,
Well, you do that. I'll race you.
9,
2,
10,
3.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Let's see if we met up.
It's 50.
Perfect. Double checked our work too. All right, so
Oops, sorry. I'm a speed runner.
would you agree that not everybody is afraid of vacuums?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's some people who are afraid of vacuums and other people who
Not afraid of it.
are not afraid of vacuums. And it's okay that both of those people feel that way. Maybe sometimes it's okay to offer them help if they want it, to maybe not be afraid of vacuums as much or anymore. That's okay, I think. But the way to make them want to accept that help is not to be mean to people. Being mean to people, calling them names, is never a good way to help them. Especially if your plan is to cure them of their way of being or whatever. Bottom line is, be nice to people, right? And if you think you have a piece of advice that could help them, talk to them about it and share it with them. And otherwise, accept them and be respectful around them. Try to make their lives as comfortable as possible, because we all should love each other, and that'll just make it a better place. Just by math, if everybody just loves each other and tries to do things for those people around them, regardless of whether they're afraid of vacuums or not, is a good thing to do. It's the best thing to do. It's the best idea. If we want to have happy lives, then we need to teach people to not be mean, teach people to be nice to each other, because that's what we all deserve. We're all kind of miracles. That's what I was telling your cousin today, is that it's a miracle. If you're taking a breath right now, which we all should remember to do as often as possible, if you're taking a breath right now, then you're a miracle. It's not something you can quantify with science, but anybody who's a real scientist out there will tell you there comes a point when you, in your learning, in your investigation into the world, where you realize you don't understand it. It's beyond your capacity, and that's where miracles happen. You know, and it's beyond our capacity to understand how special we are, that we're so lucky, right? We get to play number blocks, Minecraft, and talk about beautiful and wonderful things that human beings can do for each other and for the other people. Okay? This kind of stuff I think about when I'm supposed to be doing homework. But instead, I'd rather play video games with my son. Okay?
Yes.
Moral of the story is, I love you and Henry, even though you're afraid of vacuums.
Hey, Joey.
And there's things about vacuums that I might be unsure of myself, to be honest. Maybe I'm more of a broom guy. Maybe I live somewhere where the only option I have is brooms. It doesn't mean that I'm against people who love vacuums and put their faith and trust and identity in vacuums. But I just want people to understand, really, that maybe there are people out there that want us to focus on our differences,
That's not
so that we waste our energy or spend our energy on endless debates, which overshadows the underlying idea that we all should, or most likely do, share, is that we should just love each other the same way we love or want to and ought to be able to love our neighbors and our family.
We're able to love our neighbors.
Yes, of course we are. That's what freedom is, to be able to love.
Freedom.
Yeah, to be able to love each other and cooperate and be free to share ideas and pastimes, history, and work together creatively with love and our openly shared, distributed knowledge to make this place the most beautiful place possible. Working together like you and I are. We're working together, and we're doing a little Minecraft in here. What number are we building?
14.
14. That's a beautiful number. Do you know one thing that's 14?
Yeah.
What's a famous 14? My favorite famous 14 is 2 weeks. That's 7 times 2.
2 weeks.
Okay? A week is 7 days, so 2 weeks is 14. Well, in a month, there's usually 4 weeks, but sometimes it's plus or minus a day or two in either direction. But also that depends on what calendar you're
I'm
using.
break on 14.
Okay.
-3.
I'm just getting into the groove here.
Get the sun, and here's my numbers. 5, 7, row, and
Since it's nice and quiet,
here's my 3, 2, and 1, and 0, and -1 and -2. The negatives are angry
they're angry. Why?
because they are negatives.
Right. But I think they're beautiful in their own right.
Yes.
And maybe they don't need to be changed. Maybe they're important to the story that is number blocks. Maybe it's important to know that negatives exist, appreciate them for what they are, and learn to live with them so that they don't bring anybody down.
The negative number
and that they
blocks
can flourish
live
themselves.
underground.
I mean, it's possible. We're showing it right now. The negatives and positives can live side by side. As a matter of fact,
Negatives
without the negatives, we can't tell the whole
underground
story.
and
The story can't,
positives live
it's never complete.
on ground.
Yeah, they should really be inverted upside down. But who's got time for that? Maybe someday we'll do that. Some negatives upside down.
And negative.
We can't do it on a flat plane though, because it doesn't go deep enough. So we'd have to do it in a spawned world where you can dig deep.
No.
Yeah, I also agree that would be very difficult. You could do it spanning over a gap of a mountain or something and pretend like there's a plane there between the valley and above the peak.
Sorry,
Yeah, I lost myself too there. What were we talking about? Oh, I wanted to talk to you about something. Okay? That's why I wanted to do this video. So, you know how this weekend there were all the truckers, right? The truckers went to Ottawa and they were making
Then beep, 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 beep.
right. And then they made a big trouble. And Daddy told you it's okay for people to make good trouble. John Lewis, was a great man. They believe that it's good to make good trouble.
16 minutes.
It's a good thing. And I just believe this because I know that evil and tyranny,
2, 3, 4,
greed.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There's just a lot of human nature that is innate. It's going to exist in a number of people. Not
Yes.
most of us, but all of us on occasion think and act in harmful or mean or bad ways because we're human. We make mistakes and we think incorrectly and we learn and we grow, and I'd like to think all of us strive and most of us succeed to a great satisfactory in getting better as we live our life. We get better. We practice.
We get
We
better.
encounter new ideas and we learn. And that's a part of being human. And I think accepting that brings you into a whole new realm where you can communicate with people and grow your relationships with them in meaningful ways and build communities around that idea. And you can share that. What you got? Henry's having some cuddles. You know why he's hiding with you? Because both of you guys don't like vacuum cleaners. You're anti-vaxxers.
I want to see the picture.